Hey Beyonders, what's going on? I'm your host Joss. Welcome back to Top 10 Beyond the Screen. Make sure you're following us on social media. All of our links are down below, and hit that subscribe button and notification bell so that you do not miss another video. Today we are talking all about diets. Boo. I like food. Many actors will transform their bodies to get in character, and sometimes that requires them to lose some weight. This might require them to be on a really strict diet and workout schedule, which can be a huge health risk. Keep in mind, we do not encourage anyone to try these methods of weight loss. Seriously. They're pretty intense. Let's jump into it though with today's list of top 10 actors who went on extreme diets for a movie role. Starting off the list at number 10 is Joaquin Phoenix. Fans are thrilled to see him in the new Joker movie as he takes on Batman's biggest enemy, but he will look a lot different in this movie. Turns out he lost 52 pounds to play the role, eating just a little more than an apple a day. The actor himself admitted that he does not encourage this type of diet for anyone and said, I quote, "It's a horrible way to live." It was actually the director's idea, Todd Phillips, for him to lose a significant amount of weight. He wrote down in his production notes that it was a good idea for him to lose weight for the image that he had in mind. He said, "I wanted the character to look hungry and unhealthy, like a malnourished wolf." Well, it appears that he was able to bring this idea to life because Joaquin looks hungry. Because of his weight change being so drastic, they weren't able to go back and do a reshoot, so they had to make sure it was all done the first time around. No pressure. Up next, number 9 is 50 Cent. Back in 2010, the rapper shocked fans with a photo of himself looking unrecognizable for an upcoming role in a movie, All Things Fall Apart. He was taking on the role of a college football player struggling with cancer and dropped 55 pounds for the movie. He went from 214 pounds down to about 160 over the course of just 9 weeks. That is a crazy amount of weight to lose in such a short amount of time. He spoke about the process and said he worked out 3 hours a day and stuck to an all-liquid diet. He said it was difficult because he had so much muscle on him at the time that it was hard to lose that definition and just look smaller. Once he started though, he felt like he couldn't stop. He said, "The weight started coming off and my manager told me, you better get yourself to a doctor. I just didn't want to go because I had to match the look in my mind." Sticking to an all-liquid diet took a lot of discipline, he said, and that it was hard for him to have any physical energy. Luckily though, he did remain healthy enough and gained all of his weight and muscle back after filming was over. Swiping the number 8 spot is Jared Leto. There's been a few times where fans haven't recognized him after he took on a movie role. Once he gained 60 pounds for the movie Chapter 27, and another when he played a transsexual in the movie Dallas Buyers Club. For those who haven't seen the movie, he took on the role of a transsexual battling HIV and then AIDS, so he had to drop his weight to fit the part. He lost over 30 pounds for the role and weighed 116 pounds while he was filming. When asked how he was able to lose the weight, he told E! Online that he basically just stopped eating. He said, "I lost 30 or 40 pounds. After a while I stopped counting. I just basically didn't eat. I ate very little." He revealed how the weight loss made him feel and says that it affected him both physically and mentally. He admitted to E! News, "You know, you feel very fragile and delicate and unsafe. It's not a great thing to see." However, he doesn't regret it and says that he knew that part demanded that kind of commitment from him as an artist. That's why they pay him the big bucks, you guys. He is one of the best in the biz. Coming in number 7 is Chris Hemsworth. We're used to seeing him as the muscle meathead superhero Thor, so it was kind of shocking to see him lose weight for his role in The Heart of the Sea. He took on the role of Ron Howard and lived on a meager diet which consisted of barely more than 1 egg a day. He teamed up with his co-stars to do the diet to make it easier on all of them. They had to do the diet while filming, so they just did it together. Thought it would be easier. He talked about it with the Daily Mail and said, "We couldn't go away for a month and get skinny, we had to do it while we were shooting. At one point, a day's rations were a boiled egg, a couple of crackers, and a celery stick." He also joked, saying that they often just sat there talking about what they would eat once the movie was done filming. Despite making jokes though, he says that he would not recommend it to anyone. I mean, an egg a day? That's nothing. That is like drinking a glass of water to me. At number 6 is Natalie Portman. You might be wondering how she even lost a significant amount of weight since she has such a small figure to begin with, but her role as a ballerina required her to look even more thin than she already was. She took on the lead role in the movie Black Swan, which told the story of a very committed ballerina dancer. Natalie opened up about the extent of her preparation for the role and admits to losing 20 pounds before filming began. She was on what was called a carrots and almond diet, which is exactly how it sounds. She only ate carrots and almonds throughout her days and small portions of both. On top of that, she was doing intense dance training 8 hours a day. She spoke on it saying, "There were nights that I thought I literally was going to die. It was the first time I understood how you could get so wrapped up in a role that it could sort of take you down. I honestly don't even know how she did that. I would have fainted. Like straight up, I would have fainted. Halfway through the list at number 5 is Jake Gyllenhaal, who lost weight for his movie Nightcrawler, which came out back in 2014. He's normally a pretty buff dude, which is why it was so weird seeing him looking so slim in the movie. He spent 3 months before the movie brainstorming with the screenwriter and director about the appearance of his character Lou. He planned on dropping 20 pounds from his 180-pound frame, and he was successful. He talked about the transition and said, "I would try to eat as few calories as possible. If I knew I was hungry, then I was in the right spot." Physically, it showed itself, but chemically and mentally, I think it was an even more fascinating journey. It became a struggle for me. One trick he used was eating a bowl of luxury flavored chewing gum. They all had different flavors to trick his brain into thinking that he was having an actual meal. And if it wasn't gum, he was drinking almond tea. When it came to working out, Jake says that he would often run 15 miles from his house to the film set as a way of doing extra cardio. Cruising into our number 4 spot is Tom Hanks. He has lost and gained weight for a few roles, but his 55-pound weight loss for the 2000 movie Castaway was his most extreme diet by far. Seeing as he was playing a man stuck on a deserted island, it only made sense that he would be extremely thin throughout it. He told Entertainment Weekly what he missed most while shedding the weight and said, I quote, "Oh, those FFs, man, those fries and France. The only thing I did not give up was coffee. Nope, wasn't about to." He was on a very strict diet of only water, and coffee apparently, vegetables, very little carbs, and fish. And to lean out, he was on a very strict workout schedule where he would do 2 hours of cardio a day, 6 days a week. All of this was under a doctor's supervision though. The actor was actually motivated to lose the weight, he said, because he felt inspired to do the role justice. The only downfall is he was later diagnosed with diabetes, and he thinks the quick losing, gaining weight he had to do for movie roles is a big part of the diagnosis. Alright guys, at number 3 is Matthew McConaughey. Just like his co-star Jared Leto, he also had to lose weight for his role in the Dallas Buyers Club. The 2014 movie had McConaughey playing a Texan horse rider who was diagnosed with HIV and given 30 days to live, so naturally his body had to look like it was withering away. He ended up winning an Oscar for his incredible performance, so some would say that it was totally worth it. McConaughey ended up losing a total of 47 pounds, which is a lot when you're not a very big guy to begin with. He talked about the process with the Daily Mail and said, "The dieting was pretty hardcore. I was losing 7 pounds every week. I'd have a Diet Coke, 2 egg whites in the morning, a piece of chicken, then another Diet Coke. That was rough. I got down to 143 pounds and I was always hungry and irritable." Yeah, honestly, can you guys imagine how hangry all of these actors would be? Seriously, I am so grumpy when I'm hungry. But despite how difficult it was, the actor says he wanted to portray his character in the most realistic way possible, and that he is very proud of his performance regardless of the side effects. He went to a nutritionist afterwards to help him with his recovery, so all is good in the hood. In spot number 2 is Lily Collins. At the time, the 28-year-old actress went to weekly doctor checkups to make sure she lost weight safely for her role in the Netflix movie To the Bone. In the movie, she took on the lead role of a young woman battling anorexia. The actress admits to battling eating disorders in her own past and had mixed emotions at first when she was going to take the part. She told Elle, "It was kind of nerve-wracking. You're doing it for a part, but it's something so close to you. There's a fine line between, are you going to fall back into it, are you not?" But she found comfort in the fact that they hired a nutritionist and did it in the most healthy way possible. She was on a strict diet plan in order to lose weight throughout the filming process, so that the battle of anorexia was believable. Keep in mind, she's a tiny girl to begin with, so she was at serious risk for health issues when trying to lose that weight. She's just happy that she was able to share her story and hopefully inspire other people who struggle with body image too. Taking the number 1 spot on our list is Christian Bale. This man deserves so much credit. He basically turned his body into a walking skeleton. He stopped eating for his role in The Machinist, dropping 63 pounds to play the part. His weight went down to 122 pounds and none of it was muscle. He was literally just skin and bones. He admitted that the director, Brad Anderson, did not ask him to lose that much weight and that he did it on his own because he wanted to. He told BBC, "I was intrigued by a perverse nature of mine just to see if I could go beyond what I've been told is actually safe and okay and see if I could push the limits." During that time, his diet consisted of taking lots of vitamins, running, and eating an apple and a can of tuna a day. The wild part was that once the movie was over, he gained 100 pounds in just 5 months to bulk back up to 220 pounds for his role in Batman Begins. So he really did prove that he could push the limits, although I don't encourage this type of diet or mindset, unless you're getting paid what he did. Alright, that is our list for today. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and let me know what you're thinking down in the comments below. In the meantime, I'm gonna end this video by responding to some of your comments. Sandra Smith says, that is not Lucy McPhee, that is Jocelyn. No, that was actually Lucy McPhee. I'm Jocelyn. Like, we're two different people. Susan Grolk says, if the Kardashians just disappeared from all social media and any media in general, I would be okay. I don't follow them anyways. You know, I hear that very often. Not many fans of the Kardashians on here. James Fraser says, oh my god, Joss, I love the hyper and enthusiasm in your voice when you enjoyed the way they slammed each other in the tweets. Made me crack up laughing. Love you, girl, lol. Honestly, I find Twitter feuds so funny and ridiculous. I'm just glad that you laughed with me. Crab Killer says, this is exactly why I don't use Twitter. I don't have Twitter either, but honestly, I wouldn't mind having it just to see these feuds go down. I feel like I'm missing out, having some FOMO. Alright guys, we are at the end here. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and come find us on social media and say hi. I'm your host Joss, and I will see ya in the next video.